Chris here, and welcome to a quick and painless comparison between the Xiaomi Mi 8 and the Mi Mix 2S, which is on the left here. So these are both flagship phones from Xiaomi. They both have the Snapdragon 845, 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of UFS 2.1 storage on both of these, right up to 256. Neither of these have 3.5mm headphone jacks or micro SD card slots. So performance-wise, they are really identical. Now, in terms of design, obviously we've got the notch on this one here. We have that slim bezel design. We have an earpiece up the top. Now, this earpiece doubles as a loudspeaker. On the Mi 8, it doesn't. So we've got the loudspeakers down the bottom. I won't give you a sample in this video. I've gone into a lot of detail with these phones with my unboxing videos, but they both have downwards firing speakers and they sound exactly the same. However, sound-wise, this one wins because the earpiece doubles as a loudspeaker there as well, so slightly better there. Now, the design of them, the build quality of both of these is excellent, but you cannot beat the feel of the ceramic back you get on the Mi Mix 2S. So this one to me is a little bit more premium, personal preference of course, but I happen to like this design better because it doesn't have the notch and it just overall is a smaller footprint too of phone, as you can see there. Now, both of these do come with cases in the box. So we have right here a premium case that comes with the Mi Mix 2S. This fits really well. And when it's on the phone, it feels almost like one of those Nokia Lumia phones, that the actual case of it feels like part of the phone. So that's a nice quality case. And then with the Mi 8, Xiaomi cheaped out a little bit and they gave us this TPU style one, which is a clear one. Of course, better than nothing. It does offer protection and you've got that straight out of the box. At least you can protect the phone. So in terms of build, the Mi Mix 2S is going to get the win there. So obviously a big difference here with the displays. We've got a 5.99-inch IPS panel on the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S, whereas the Mi 8 has a 6.21 Samsung AMOLED panel. So the blacks will be deeper on this one here, although there is a difference with the glass, as I pointed out in some of my other videos. You can probably just make it out. You can see the bezel there, then the glass black, and when you have a look at the Mi Mix 2S, it's not quite as bad. But saying that though, the colors and the color reproduction actually turns out to be slightly better on the AMOLED panel as expected. You can see there is some difference here and the viewing angles are better on the AMOLED panel. So clear winner when it comes to screen is, I believe, the AMOLED panel on the Mi 8. So here are the Antutu scores, and you can see they're more or less the same, and as I mentioned, they have the same chipset, the same specs. Same for the internal storage speed, so both UFS 2.1 spec. This is very fast for a mobile phone. Another similarity is the battery capacity, so 3,400 milliamp hours, and both of them can achieve around 8 to 9 hours of on-screen time. Both of them take about an hour and 40 minutes or just under to fully charge, so they are really the same there. Now, in terms of camera performance, they both have the same sensors in here and the same exact setup. So really, camera performance, they are very similar, but in my comparison, as you can see also there's an info card popping up right now, so check that out if you're interested, that I did do a camera comparison between these two models, and the Mi Mix 2S has an edge. It has slightly better, and this is due to software updates. So obviously it's had more updates, more optimization from Xiaomi, whereas the Mi 8 is relatively new, and eventually the camera performance should be about the same with the rear cameras. But when it comes to the front-facing cameras, there is a big difference here. The Mi 8 is clearly superior. It also has the camera in a much better location, so it's not down in the chin like we have on the Mi Mix 2S. It's in the notch, and that of course is a more typical location for the front-facing camera. So apart from the front-facing loudspeaker, the Mi Mix 2S also has wireless charging. It's Xiaomi's first mobile and only mobile to have this at this point. But we do have the ambient display, the always-on display on the Mi 8 because it's got the AMOLED panel. Xiaomi are able to give us this feature. So to quickly recap here, if you want the always-on display, the better display, the AMOLED panel, then go for the Mi 8, but it does have a notch. If you're not into notches and you don't mind an IPS panel, it's still a very good panel, then you have the Mi Mix 2S. Now the Mi Mix 2S does have the wireless charging. It also has the front-facing loudspeaker that the Mi 8 lacks. Both of these have equal performance, the same battery life, the same charge times. Rear cameras, they are the same, but at this point in time, that the Mi Mix 2S has a slightly better camera processing or optimization because it's had more firmware updates. So very close between these two models. My pick would be the Mi Mix 2S for the ceramic build, front-facing loudspeaker, and the wireless charging. Price-wise, the Mi 8 is also slightly cheaper at the time of this video. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching this quick comparison here between the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S and the Mi 8 flagships.